We have some amazing league goodies to give away, so stay tuned to the end of this video to find out what you need to do to get this.
What's up Illumineers, Charlie here from Inkborn Heroes. As a TCG noob, I had no idea where to get started when I wanted to play Lorcana in person. So we put together this guide with some tips for you. It's a resource I wish I had when I was starting out. We'll cover everything from leagues to tournaments so that you can begin playing Lorcana in person and experiencing this wonderful game in a whole new way. A big shout out to our friends at Barbu for sponsoring this video. Be sure to hit them up for all of your Disney Lorcana and other TCG needs, including singles and accessories at lepievrebarbu.com. The address is down in the description. Shipping is available all across North America. The first thing to know about organized play is the difference between leagues and tournaments. Leagues emphasize fun and community over competition and winning. While a league will still have winners and prizes, the format is less structured and generally much less competitive. You can also earn prizes for other, non-play activities such as teaching Lorcana to new players. Tournaments on the other hand are focused more on competition and winning. While you'll still find casual tournaments, you can expect play to be much more structured with stricter rules, higher expectations of players, and usually better prizes. Let's talk about leagues first. The intent of leagues is to help grow the Lorcana community, bringing Illumineers together to play, trade, and collect in a fun, casual environment. These are hosted by local game and hobby stores who are registered for the Disney Lorcana Hobby Store program. You can bring your own deck along to leagues, though many local game stores will also have starter decks available if you're new to the game. League seasons take place over 12 weeks, made up of 3 4-week rounds. Prizes are awarded to most, if not all players. League play usually falls on the same day each week and can last several hours depending on your local game store. Players can drop in freely at any time during league play in order to participate. It's worth noting that not all stores will strictly follow the league structure suggested by Ravensburger. Stores may modify the league instructions to best support their Lorcana community. The only requirement is that prizes must be awarded to most, if not all, players. League points are used to determine the winner of each round and the season overall. Players earn points, win or lose, by participating in Lorcana matches. Usually it's 2 points for a win, 1 point for a loss. You can bring any deck you want, and unless informed otherwise, you can switch it up between matches too. But you can also earn points by teaching someone how to play, bringing new players along with you, or by completing optional objectives. For instance, the Into the Inklands Organized Play Kit, which we covered in our latest news video, includes suggested challenges such as We Know the Way, where you earn 1 point if you have Moana, Maui, and Hehe in play simultaneously. These kind of challenges help make events more fun and again, less competitive. Prizes are distributed at the end of each 4-week round. Usually the winner of the round, the person with the most points, will be awarded one of the collectible pins. Other prizes such as more pins and promo cards are then distributed either randomly or based on points. At the end of the season, the biggest prizes are then awarded to the players with the highest scores. These include coveted lore counters, and new for Into the Inklands, exclusive card sleeves featuring Dalmatian puppy Tailwagger. Stores may also award booster packs too. As local game stores are not permitted to sell these prize items, they're exclusively available to participants via the second-hand market or by entering our giveaway today. Check the end of the video for more details. When it comes to tournaments, they do tend to be a bit more competitive, though this does vary. You may see casual tournaments at your local game store with a handful of players, through to large-scale tournaments across multiple days with over 100 players. Unlike league play, tournaments are much more structured. You will play multiple rounds, almost always in a best-of-3 format. Here, the first player to win 2 games is declared the winner of the round. Your matches will not only be determined, but also tracked via official apps such as melee.gg. In tournaments, you will use the same deck throughout with no switching or modifications permitted. The number of players attending a tournament determines how many rounds you can expect to play. A Swiss system is used, where you will play some but not all competitors, with the winning player having the most points at the end. Larger tournaments will also often have a playoff format after the Swiss rounds, where 4 or even 8 players will compete eliminator style to determine the winner. Time limits are also common in tournaments to prevent rounds from dragging on. In most cases, a 50-minute limit is imposed on each round. If neither player has achieved the 2 wins necessary in a best-of-3 format, a tiebreak occurs. If the time runs out, the current player completes their turn. From there, 5 additional turns are played. If neither player is able to meet the win condition of 20 lore within those 5 additional turns, a draw is declared and no points are awarded for that round. While in general, tournaments are played with constructed decks, those that you've built yourself, There are limited formats which encourage you to use unopened Disney Lorcana products. Sealed tournaments, where you are provided with 6 booster packs, and use these to build and play with a deck containing a minimum of 40 cards, but you can use as many ink colors as you wish. Pre-constructed, where you play with the starter deck, along with any cards from the included booster pack. In this format, you must have 60 cards minimum, and only use 2 ink colors. And finally draft, where you take turns selecting or drafting cards from previously unopened booster packs in order to form a deck. The minimum number of boosters to be provided for draft tournaments is 4 packs per player, from the set or sets of the tournament organizer's choice. From this, you must create a deck containing a minimum of 40 cards with as many ink colors as you wish. We'll be making a draft video in the future, so stay tuned. All of us here at Inkborn Heroes are regulars at our local league and tournament events, and I definitely recommend attending them if you have the chance. They're a great way to meet fellow players, trade cards, and have a bunch of fun. They also help build the Lorcana community. Of course, it can be intimidating attending your first organized play event, so we have some tips to share with you. Tip number 1 is prioritize league events if you're just starting out. This will give you the chance to test the waters and play in a low pressure environment. Tip number 2, bring someone along with you. This will definitely help break the ice, especially if you're an introvert like me. And our final tip, have fun. At the end of the day, Lorcana is there to be played and enjoyed. Don't put too much pressure on yourself and just have a great time.
Thank you so much for sticking around. We are running our first giveaway. 2 lucky players will win either the first chapter or Rise of the Floodborn Organized play prizes, including promo cards and character pins. Entering this giveaway is super easy. It's just 3 simple steps. First, subscribe to our channel. Second, give us a follow over on our Instagram account, Inkborn Heroes. And finally, let us know down in the comments below whether you like to receive the first chapter or Rise of the Floodborn prizes. We will contact the winners via Instagram, so don't forget to leave your username alongside your comment. And we'll be announcing the winners a week from now on February 13. And if by this time next week we reach our next milestone goal of 400 subscribers, we'll also be awarding this beautiful Winnie the Pooh Honey Wizard playmat to a 3rd lucky person who comments just below. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you can attend an organized play event near you soon.